Hi and welcome back to Reaseheath. Now yesterday Mark mentioned the boys and some of you have been asking, what do the boys do? Well, they have a very important job because they have to get the mummy sheep pregnant, and that happens, as Mark said, in October time. They spend 6 weeks with the mummy sheep and together they make the baby lambs. And then after they have been together, they come and they live in the sheds over the winter where they're looked after and then go out to grass. There's different breeds and different types, and we use a mixture of breeds so as we get a variety of lambs for different markets. So we were just talking about the male sheep, and they spend 6 weeks with the mummy sheep. Then after 90 days has passed, we can then do an ultrasound scan on the sheep to see how many lambs they're expecting. And that's exactly the same as your mums and dads will have had of you when you were inside your mummy's tummy, and there's a little ultrasound picture. We have the same for the sheep, and that tells us how many lambs they're going to have. We then mark them accordingly, which you're going to be able to see in a minute, the different colour marks. We use green marking for ones that are going to have 3 or more lambs. We use red marking for ones that are going to have 1 lamb. And if a sheep is having 2 lambs, we don't put a mark on it. So everything without a dot on it is having 2 lambs. And the importance of that is, one, so as we can feed them the right amount of feed, so as the ones that are over here that are having 3, these can have extra feed because they've got to feed 3 babies inside them, where the ones at the back are only having 1, they don't need as much feed, and it could be dangerous to give them too much because the lambs might grow too big. Also, what the marks help us to do is when the lambs are being born, a mummy sheep that is only having 1 lamb can look after 2. But a sheep that's having 3 lambs will struggle to look after 3 because, as you will see, they only have 2 teats. So ideally, when a 3rd lamb is born, we want to be able to give it to one that has only got 1. And the marks help us identify what's being born and what we can adopt on.